Hello, this is the Cheese saying welcome to this week's edition of the Cheese and Alien Show. I would like to start off with an apology from mainly the alien, but me too, as her video editor, I guess you could say, for having no Talladega video for our viewers. It's not because the alien was slacking. She actually recorded the video twice, but it was too long to upload both times because it was just too exciting of a weekend at Talladega to fit all of that into 15 minutes or less. So we'll get our apologies out for that, but I'll give a quick congratulations to Joey Logano for his nationwide win, and I would congratulate Brad Keselowski for his Cup win, but I refuse to congratulate him because, once again, he wrecked someone to win a race. What is it? Maybe one of his races, he's actually not wrecked somebody that was in his way. Still kind of doubting the talent we all talk about there, but especially wrecking a former teammate and friend to get your win, even if it wasn't on the last lap. I'm going to refrain from congratulations on that one. And I would rant some more, but I'm going to try and keep this week's show short, not just because of our issues from last week, but it's a gorgeous day here in Northern Illinois, and I'd like to go enjoy it. Made for a great ride home from work today, especially getting to see another shout out, I guess I'll stick in here. Rockford Speedway's new pace car for this year. Happened to see on the way home. Pretty snazzy looking Dodge Charger. Excited to take the alien to go see it in 6 weeks when she's here. We'll go see some short track racing. Maybe we'll get some pictures to share with everyone. Anyways, on to Darlington. Congratulations to the winners, Joey Logano, once again, 2 weeks in a row, and Jimmy Johnson for finally, shout out, getting that 200th win for Hendrick Motorsports. Now, not really a huge fan of most of their drivers. It's more of a tolerate type thing, or less, with particular drivers for those of you that have watched our past shows. But Rick Hendrick has definitely put in his time and the effort to get those 200 wins. It started before I was even born. So congratulations to Hendrick Motorsports on that. And gotta admit, I did like the present that the 48 crew gave to Rick Hendrick afterwards, a helmet with the pictures and signatures of all of the drivers that or family members, for those who could not sign it. All their signatures on this helmet, all of them that helped contribute to those 200 wins, which, something like that, best gift that anyone could have ever given him. So, good job, guys. My last shout out this week is to some of the new sponsors finally starting to trickle into the sport. We have Fifth Third Bank announced to be on Matt Kenseth's 17 car for a few races, including this weekend. And I heard something about Eric Almirola's 43 car having a sponsor on for first Pocono race, I believe it is this year. And there's been a few other smaller ones on nationwide teams and that I've kind of heard in the last week or two. That it's great to finally hear some of these new people, even if it's just one race. That's one more race that some of these teams are not having to struggle to stay alive. The big story, of course, from Darlington was the Kurt Busch and Ryan Newman fight, dispute, whatever you want to call it, during and after the race. Personally, the redneck side of me came out and said, it's kind of nice to see a fight again after the race, even if it was just pit crew members. It's been a while since we've seen a good fight like that. But at the same time, I do agree that the penalties were appropriate. And I think we're kind of looking at Kurt's again, and a lot of people were saying that's even higher than his brother got last year at the same race for doing even worse things. But I think Kurt's past behavior came into account there. Like we said with Chad Knaus earlier in the year, that you get the higher penalty because you've been to the principal's office a few more times than most. But in the end, it was a great race to watch, great post-race show for fans. Glad to see NASCAR closer back to its roots again. And lastly, I'm excited to get to brag again that I finally won fantasy this week, although it was after a pretty brutal loss to the alien at Talladega, and she even beat me that weekend at our NHRA bracket game that we made up because we enjoy the racing a little bit too much. Anyways, I hope everyone is excited as I am for this weekend of racing. We have the trucks back on Friday night. We have the All-Star race on Saturday night with my favorite Cup driver, Carl Edwards, is defending champion of. And then the nationwide race at Iowa to finish it all off on Sunday with my favorite nationwide winner as our defending champion also of the race, well, and the series, of course. I'm just hoping, I'm going to be cheering Ricky on. I'm just hoping it doesn't turn out like last year where a few hours later we were running to the basement for tornadoes. Although that day was still totally worth it, even if I spent most of my summer cleaning up debris all over the yard. Good luck to our defending winners and all the drivers this weekend, and hope to see you back here next week.